Good morning, it's your boy Deafness45, formerly on Twitter at I am Deafness45, but you're only going to find me here once I get this sale done with the guy I'm buying a card from on Instagram. It's all lowercase, Deafness45 and then underscore after the 45, so Deafness45 underscore. So if you want to continue to catch up with me besides my YouTube videos, find me on Instagram. We can collab there, message each other there, whatever it may be. But while I'm doing this video this morning as I wait for my son to come out to get him to school, is I have to explain my side of the story, and I have to explain it where you're actually hearing it from somebody and not reading a bunch of words and text, because everything is misread, misunderstood when it's through a text message, messaging, whatever. So, first thing I want to ask everybody is, when you say something plural, does that mean you're talking about one person? It's a simple question I'm asking, because a lot of motherfuckers have it misunderstood, okay? I specifically said, how many babysitters clubs or babysitting clubs does the hobby need? That's what I said, okay? So if one person thinks I'm talking about him, well then I guess he's a part of all of these clubs. And honestly, I had no idea he was part of Hobby Code. I kept saying Hobby Cove because I forgot what it was, but it was Hobby Code. And I'm sure a lot of you saw a new Hobby Code group Twitter thing the other day or the other night. When I saw that, that's when I put my text out saying, how many babysitting clubs do we need? Did I have any idea he was part of that? No. And I'm saying he because we all are misunderstood, thinking I was specifically talking about him, and I wasn't. Well, I guess I am now, because he's a part of all three of them. Guys, I would assumed Hobby Code was run by somebody completely different. Replon, I didn't even know he was running. I knew him as, I'm not even going to say it. You guys already know. And I'm not going to bring names in like he fucking brought me into this shit. So, it is what it is. And to the assholes and the people that got in the chat threads, who I don't even know who the fuck you are, saying that me putting my explanation or my story of my life on Twitter after all this happened, no. You know why I did that? Because people were apparently judging me, not even knowing me, just going automatically, oh, I'm blocking him on Twitter. So that's why I did that. It was more a response for me back to people that were blocking and not even knowing me, so you could know who I was, and then you could judge me. But no, some of you little bitch asses got to go in there and you got to say, oh, he's hiding behind his issues and his struggles. No, dumbass. I was right there. I didn't run anywhere. But yeah, I finally got fed up, and I finally said enough's enough. When your apparent friend doesn't believe what you're saying, that when you referred to something plural, that it was talking about one person, if he doesn't trust me or doesn't believe what I'm saying, then I guess he's not a friend. And for him to continue to say I'm tripping over my own feet and fucking all that bullshit, again, I have to go back to school and I have to figure out how plural becomes singular. How plural refers to as one. Because everything I was ever taught, maybe I didn't go to the best school. I guess maybe that's what it is. Everything I was ever taught is plural means you're talking about a few, a couple, not one. Maybe someone else can explain it better for me. Maybe someone else can let me know how plural becomes one. And then for them to say, oh no, but you before. What does before have to do with something I mentioned now when I'm talking about clubs, groups. But because this one person assumes I'm talking about him, jumps in, throws my name in, now it's all a big issue. And now it's all on me, and now I'm talking specifically about him. That's how this shit all got played out. All of it. Because he comes on and says, you win, Jeff. And you win, Jeff. Last I knew, this guy blocked me. What, did he unblock me? Was he checking up on me? I really don't know. How the hell? I forgot all about this guy. He blocked me like a couple months ago. I forgot he even existed, to be honest with you. But yet, when I said babysitting clubs, I was referring specifically to him. I got it. I understand. That's why you won't see me on Twitter anymore. I had to log back in this morning because I promised a guy I'm going to buy a big card from him. It's like $700. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to follow through with it. And he doesn't know how to contact me any other way. So all I did when I logged into Twitter this morning was go back to the DM with him and say, what's your PayPal email? Once this deal's done, I won't be on Twitter. Okay? And if any of you bitch asses want to come talk to me or talk about it, come find me at the Nationals, because I'll still be there. I'm just not going to associate myself with hobby people on Twitter anymore. Because people that are supposed to be your boys or are your boys, and I'm not saying anybody has to defend me, but when your boy apparently says that he doesn't believe what you're saying, or he doesn't believe that I'm not talking about one person specifically, when I specifically said clubs, I'm sorry, but the way I work with friends is I trust what they say or what they mean. And if I can't trust them, then they can't be a friend. I can't call a person a friend if I can't trust them. How the hell does that work? I want people that trust me, and I want to be friends with people that I can trust. And that shit just got way out of hand. In fact, I was fucking done with the shit. I even said that when me and my boy Gary were just kind of going back and forth, and I agreed on a lot of his stuff. But then I even mentioned and then that he said, I don't even know why we're talking about it. And I said, exactly, I was over this shit this morning, yesterday. And then it got all brought up again. And he continued to question me. Continued to say I'm tripping over my own feet. Man, that's fucked up. That's all I gotta say. It's fucked up. So, you guys take this video as is. But I just want you guys to leave asking yourselves, when someone refers to something plural, how that becomes one. Or how are you talking about one person specifically? And if one person is running all these clubs that are doing the exact same thing, my question would be, why? Wouldn't you question in the hobby a breaker if he had 3 different breaking companies that were all run by him? I would think there was something else going on there. And maybe it's just me. But I had to put this out here. I had to speak on it so you guys could clearly understand what I'm saying. Clearly understand me, because people obviously couldn't. They were on the assumption game. Again, assumption. You see what assumption led to? Led to a good friend or friendship being ruined. Because somebody just couldn't comprehend. They just had to assume and continue to assume. I don't know what to tell you guys. Alright? But again, you can find me here. I'll continue to do my daily walk videos. I'll continue to break hobby boxes. I'll continue to do mail days. So click the bell so you know when I go live. Subscribe. And you can find me on Instagram. It's all lowercase. It's deafness45 and then underscore. Deafness45 underscore. You're probably going to find some other ones, my old ones, that I forgot passwords for years ago that are going to be like deafness45. But it's got to be lowercase, deafness45 underscore. And with that being said, not trying to be negative this morning, not trying to be like that, but I had to clear my mind. I had to speak on this, and I had to let you guys know the real story behind it all. Okay? Just because you have some kind of conflict with somebody in the past If I was saying, why do we need to continue to have a babysitting club or a babysitter's club? Maybe I would be talking about him. But I specifically said babysitting clubs. Plural. Okay. Now that we got that all through our heads, I'll go back to school and try to figure out if I can comprehend making plural singular, making plural meaning one person. Hopefully that can happen. But I hope you guys all have a blessed Friday. Have a good weekend. Spend time with your family. Enjoy yourselves. I hope you guys don't have as much bullshit with Twitter as I have. And be good. Let the hobby run itself. Peace.